Belle and Jasmine. And my question is...
Did you grow up already?
She's kidding. How old are you? I'm just curious.
I'm 11.
11.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful age.
Yeah, and I love Belle and Jasmine. And my question is, how do you think the characters reflected you in terms of personality?
Okay, I think there's a lot about Jasmine that's me. So one thing is she was very strong about what she wanted and wasn't gonna let someone else tell her what to do or how to do it. So that was something that I really connected to in the character, and I think I brought a lot of myself to that. When my mom saw the movie for the first time, she's like, I know why you got cast.
Yeah.
That's sassy.
It's funny how family can tell that. My sisters were cracking up laughing in Little Town, it's a quiet village. I'm like, what was so funny about that? Oh my gosh, she looks just like you, and she's got her hair in her eye and all this stuff. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, so, you know, they record us when, they did video recording of us when we were recording our lines. So sometimes something like, if your hair fell into your face.
Jasmine had exactly your expression.
She had so
They made her dark, but her facial structure, because I'm painting Jasmine now. I mean, I'm doing the art with her. And your structure of your personality is so into the animation.
Yeah, I think it all influences each other.
Does.
Like, what we do influences the artist, what they do influences us, and the writers. There's so many pieces to it, but it's a really good question. What part of her resonates with you?
You also have a great sense of humor like Jasmine.
Oh, thank you. You
You
know,
really do.
They asked at the time for actors that were funny. That was one of the things they were looking for in casting. And I read the script and I was like, well, the genie has all the jokes. Like, why do they need me to be
But it takes a great comedian to set up the other comedian.
Right, so they needed someone.
Ed McMahon, Johnny Carson, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You were the Ed McMahon, sorry.
Yes. But it's true, they needed actors who could really like keep up with Robin and who, you know.
I mean, no one can keep up with Robin,
Yeah, no
but
one
you,
can.
if anyone can, you can, Linda.
Yeah, but not really. Yeah, no one could.
Well, for me, it was just the oddball part of Belle, feeling out of place. You know, I mean, think about it. I was into theater and Gershwin, you know, and friends were, I mean, Led Zeppelin was the big thing in my childhood, and Jimi Hendrix. I mean, you know, I was pretty much odd, you know, going to acting class, and I definitely felt a little out of place, but I found my niche, and I was very strong about what I wanted to do, and the bookworm part is definitely a part of it, and I am sort of an old soul. They say that Belle is the oldest of the princesses, but she also has the oldest soul. Yeah, she's in her 20s. Oh. So she was really considered over the hill at that point, not being married. And she wouldn't care either. She didn't care. Belle wouldn't care if she's not married. That's what's so wonderful about it. But there's definitely that rebellious part in me as well.
Thank you.
My husband Michael's out there. He played the Beast in the Broadway. He might have different opinions. Hey, where are you, Michael? There he is. No, where is he? Where is he?
Hey, Michael.
Hi, Michael. Yes. Isn't that weird? You know, I'm doing Beauty and the Beast film, and next thing I know, my husband's doing the Broadway version. It's crazy. It's crazy.
The Beauty and the Beast family.
It is.
Hello. Hi, it's great to see you all. I've been a huge fan of both Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, and I really enjoyed seeing you guys pop up in different movies and TV series and the Kingdom Hearts game. But now that you've both played really iconic parts, I'm just wondering, if you had the chance to play a character that was like 180 degrees different from your characters, who would they be?
You mean in a film that's already created, or
any character that's established, or?
Well, I constantly have a go-to movie that I save, and it's a Don Hahn movie and a Linda Wolverton movie, and it's on, and sometimes I just watch it just to be happy before I go to sleep. It's Angelina Jolie in Maleficent. I so love that movie. I so love her performance in that movie, and you know, there's all of us, the little kid in us. I would want to be just like Angelina Jolie, you know, just, you know. Her and Scarlett Johansson. I'm gonna be Scarlett Johansson's mother if it kills me. I'm gonna play one scene with her before I retire, and we're gonna kickbox together, okay?
Great.
For me, it's Maleficent. I mean, I love watching that movie, and it's so, I mean, you all know the isms of Don Hahn and Linda Wolverton. They're through that whole movie. It's so amazing. But I don't know, that's just off the top of my head.
I think it's a great answer. That inspired my answer.
It
I
did?
think I would have fun playing Ursula.
Ooh, I love it. I actually did get to play my dream role briefly in a concert, because I've grown up loving Peter Pan. And Mary Martin, of course, originated it, and I played a lot of Mary's roles in New York. And I got to play Peter Pan, and then I was in my 40s, like she was in her 40s when she played it. So that was kind of cool to be able to fly at the Hollywood Bowl, even though I was terrible at flying. At one point, they say you have to like arch your back, and it's really hard, because you're singing like this, and you're arching your back, and you're flying. And at one point, I just kind of leaned over, and I started spinning around in circles. Like, oh my God, oh my God. I looked at the wings, and Foy said, it's okay, okay. I back up, and then I'm flying, and then you're off of there. It was crazy, crazy. But I was so glad I got to play Peter Pan.
Thank you.
Hi, hello again.
Hi again.
Hi, there you are.
We love your bell dress.
Oh, thank you. So I want to know, so I grew up with both of you as two amazing female role models, and you were some of the very first ones that my generation ever saw. So how do you think that really influenced like the next crop of Disney princesses, and where do you think that's going to kind of like go in the future? I know that's really open-ended.
If you have any ideas, you could make a lot of money at Disney. Because they are scrambling for ideas right now. They really are. That's why they're doing these remakes of live actions, because they haven't come up with a new idea. So maybe that's your job.
Perfect. I want to write for them. So